How's that? Do you like my look? Am I looking snotched? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Know Me, yeah, you know me, and I am here to review another episode of Love is Blind, Season 3, Episode 9. Cue the drama. Was that too much? But before we get into this review / recap, I will need you guys to do me one teensy little favor. If you are liking the channel so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post, like this video, and without any further ado, we'll get right into this content. Okay, so we're starting off with Cole and Zanab. He's putting forth more effort with Zanab, trying to make her feel the way that he should have made her feel originally before he hurt her feelings. But, he's trying to clean it up and, he's trying to put on a little bit of grown man energy. Just a little bit, okay? He put a little bit of grown man seasoning. You know what I mean? I noticed that Zanab has visibly relaxed a lot more since their previous blow up / argument / disagreement / disruption, whatever you want to call it. It seems that she has not been nagging nearly as much or picking at every little thing he does as much as she was before. She's not as harsh in her delivery when she's talking to him. Overall, she just seems a lot more relaxed. And I mean, it must have something to do with the fact that he's actually focusing on trying to make her happy. And yeah, it was refreshing to see that from them, because I still don't understand what they thought they were doing together. I really don't get it. But anyways, off to Colleen and Matt. Colleen was very hesitant to open up. We see she has like some serious issues. I don't know what her problem is. Maybe her parents cultivated this in her. I don't see how she could go all that time with never opening up to anyone. Even her mother was surprised at how much information that she was able to get from Colleen this time around, because before it was just like, oh, things are good. Yeah, it's nice. Colleen is very surface level and she doesn't talk about her inner turmoil. So you never really get to know what's going on in Colleen's mind. It's strange. We saw just a teensy crack in her armor, just a teensy one. Maybe she's not who she was being portrayed to be. You have no rights over privacy once you're in that situation and they're able to record you having these interactions, these dates with other people. Clearly there wasn't much substance going on. Otherwise, we would have seen a little bit of something to let us know who Colleen is despite her struggling with opening up. We would have gotten something. I thought Matt and Colleen's date idea was very beautiful, very romantic. But, of course, your boy certified nut job Matt had to ruin it right off the bat. Like, he couldn't even wait until the end of the date to ruin it. He had to ruin it at the beginning. The girl hasn't even been able to finish the meal yet. What are you doing? He asked her, "Can you see yourself marrying me?" What? Matt, you already showed her that you're crazy. You think this girl want to marry you? The thing that really surprised me was the fact of how aggressive he got with her.
Say it, just say it. Go ahead, say it.
I'm like, oh my goodness. You do not know how to talk to women. Something is wrong with you. You have such built up anger and frustration towards women. It's not even funny. What he did was completely unnecessary, completely uncalled for, but I'll tell you what, he got what he was looking for, because she told his raggedy behind no. And I'm glad she told him no, but I wasn't pleased with the fact that she continued dating him after that, but that's besides the point. She told him no, and he got what he was looking for. If you start playing stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes, and that's what he got, and that's what he needed, because he's being dumb. I felt like he was after one of two things. He was either looking for her to build up his self-esteem, so he wants Colleen to inconvenience herself and have to build this man up and put him back together when he should have done that for himself. Dude, you're too old for this. You need to go see somebody. Second thing that he was looking for was for her to confirm his suspicion. It's like a self-esteem issue. You suspect that people just innately don't like you, or people innately have an issue with you, and so you're picking at people looking for any reason for them to confirm what you already suspect. that's also an issue with self. That doesn't have anything to do with her. I think Colleen was spooked by him from his previous outbursts, because ever since that happened, Colleen has been walking on eggshells around this man. He is very off kilter. He needs to speak to somebody because he is having some severe emotional issues. But like most men with emotional problems, he's not going to go seek a professional. He's going to go seek a woman to put a bandage on it so that when the bandage comes off, he can blame it on her and pummel her for his own mistake of not getting that taken care of by a professional in the first place. Run, girl, run. Moving along and pushing that mess to the side, we're now going to talk about Alexa and Brennon. So first off, I just gotta say, Brennon is so sweet. Like, my goodness, this guy speaks like he'll do literally anything for Alexa. He just seems so sweet on her, and it's adorable. But unfortunately, I'm not sure if it'll be enough for her because she seems apprehensive about, actually marrying him. Rightfully so. I mean, this is a really big thing. And so far, Brennon hasn't come up on any issues that he's really pushed against her over. During their date, they're having dinner and there is a movie on the screen that's showing all of their cutest moments together leading up to the actual engagement, which it also showed. While this was playing, I couldn't help but notice that there wasn't much emotion on Alexa's face. It wasn't like she was enthralled by the action. At the end of it, when he asked her, how do you think this is going to turn out? She asked him, have you ever seen the movie Runaway Bride? Poor Brennon. I really do think that he thought maybe she was joking, and that also probably was his anxiety about her answer as well. But he and her are laughing about it, but I don't think she said that for no reason. As well as her saying that she doesn't know what her answer is going to be until the day of when she's walking towards him. I think that told him what he needed to know. As sweet as he is to her, they're not on par with each other. They're very different. And I feel like at some point she's going to have an issue with the fact that what he can provide financially is not what she's accustomed to. I mean, you can even see it in her friend group. Clearly, all of them are of the same caliber. You can see it. You can see it on their faces, literally. I don't see she's going to be happy long term with him. And I think he even might sustain her for a while, but I do feel that eventually it's not going to be enough. Off to the next couple who's caused many a headaches, many's of what the F's. Bartise and Nancy. Bartise is talking out of both sides of his neck. He keeps talking about this emotional connection that he has with Nancy. Meanwhile, he's putting verbal distance between the two because he keeps saying potential wife. It went from we're going to get married, you're going to be my wife, to potential wife. In the earlier episode, he went and met her brothers. Her brother was asking if she gained 400 pounds, would he still love her then? He got stumped on that question and you could see him scrambling for an answer. He said, I would hope my wife, and then the brother corrected him and said, you mean my sister? And now he's calling her a potential wife. Not that she's going to be his wife anymore, but now she's a potential wife. Okay, Soldier Boy Usman.
Really a potential right now.
That's like girlfriend status right there. You know what I'm saying?
Almost. I'm telling you. Almost.
You got potential. Oh, you really a potential now. So moving along from that, he has resumed putting on this show of affection to her. Out of nowhere, he just resumed doing it. Almost like it was a show to begin with. That's just more emotional manipulation. I think he realizes he would have to do something very drastic that would probably shatter his image to force Nancy to break up with him. And so now he's going to resume this sweet boyfriend act, or fiance. Ugh. I think it's because he wants Nancy to no longer be concerned up until the end, and he's going to say no. I don't think he's going to marry her. His actions have showed ever since he had that whole thing about him seeing Raven and what he could have gotten versus what he chose. He's always shown some level of repulsion with Nancy ever since that happened. He's never ever been the same with Nancy since then. He was saying things to her that he should never say to a woman that he loves. Not only that, but then he went on to withhold affection from her. And Nancy's just like, she's just not getting it. He told her in so many ways that he did not want to be with her. He went as far as to tell her to her face that he is not physically attracted to her. And she's ignored all of these signs. And he realizes that no matter what he does, unless he does something egregious to her, she is not going to dump him. He switched gears, put that thing in sport. He about to hurry up and zoom to this wedding so he could tell that girl no. After that, there is no more conversation. There will be no accountability he'll have to take for that at the altar, because when it comes down to it, all he has to say is, you know, I'm 25 years old. I thought I wanted to get married, but it turns out I really wasn't ready for it. If he actually does end up marrying her, I'm going to have to say it right now. His motivation is a financial payout. When Nancy mentioned the amount of money that she was bringing in from her business ventures, when I tell you that dude's face lit up like the 4th of July, especially when she said that she would include him in what she's doing, that's his motivation right there. Bartise might end up in a ditch somewhere because her family don't play. And if he hurts her and he screws her over as well, all I'm gonna say is I will be covering that story.